Welcome to our pay-per-view special. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan. This, the site of our championship fight. Scheduled for 12 rounds, welterweights going at it between these two great warriors. He's making his way to the ring right now, and you can just see in his eyes what his intentions are tonight. Fisher's coming down to the ring, and you can tell with that zip in his step that he plans on this one being a spectacular evening for him.
Fighting out of the red corner, Vicious. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Mr. Untouchable, Fisher.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Opening stanza of this 12-round fight.
When you go up against the guy who the expectation is that he's going to be there right to the bitter end, mentally, what do you have to tell yourself as you come to those final few rounds?
You're prepared for this, that this is exactly what it was leading to, that you didn't expect anything different, that it was just a dress rehearsal the early part. This is where you're going on stage.
Scoring well with that combination by Mr. Untouchable. Good block by Mr. Untouchable. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. That was off the mark. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Blocks it away. Good counter punch. It is a seesaw battle early on here. Amazing stuff out of these two.
Eddie, do you think the sport needs a national or international governing body?
Yeah, it's the only major sport, at least it used to be a major sport, that doesn't have that. And there's no unilateral control. And when there's no unilateral control across the board, well, you have too many spots that are weak for the sport, spots that do not serve the sport.
Fisher's really going to have to rely on his cornermen now doing a very good job considering the swelling that we saw developing in that last round.
You have to jump on it early, Joe, because once you let it start getting ahead of you, you have a problem. So that end swell, that metal piece that you keep in the ice, you have to put that right directly on the swelling and start to keep it down.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Ortiz is starting to swell here. Good looking counter punch. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. He's committed to that left hand and it's working out. Fisher's easily winning this fight just based on his hand and foot speed. He's getting in and out with ease.
And what his opponent needs to do is control range so he gets it down to where his opponent is shadow boxing. Yeah, he's got fast hands, but it doesn't matter if you're not standing in front of him to use them. Right now, he's standing in the wrong place.
Fisher's swelling has really got him facing an uphill battle. Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
counter that attack.
Ortiz is now at a point in this fight where his defense is going to become crucial. He has to protect that eye. The swollen eye is getting worse.
Yeah, he does. He has to be cognizant of everything. He needs anything out there that he can use for an advantage right now. He's got to position himself where his opponent can't get into the place where he can throw punches towards that bad eye, towards that blind spot where he has no vision. He's got to keep the fight where that good eye is always able to pick up those punches. He's got to position himself in a perfect way now.
Able to get rid of that one. He just missed that shot up top. And a smart counterpunch by Mr. Untouchable.
How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway, and then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room, and at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room, and you have a choice. You put your feet down, you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. Nice block by Mr. Untouchable. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Goes up top again. Fisher's work rate in that last round served him well.
Keep it up.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
And he returns on that exchange. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. Fisher's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations. He's not getting off.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Fisher's only known victory so far in his career. He returns the favor with an uppercut. Nice block. Another round round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage.
We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all,
Oh, and he is hurt after that series of punches.
you know, my old trainer used to tell me, if you don't move your head, the other guy will move it for you. Right now, he's having his head moved by the other guy.
He went from almost being knocked out to being right back in it. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Fisher's doing really well on the outside.
You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly because he is up on the scorecards, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before. Deep waters. And he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Lands the counter. Fisher's making for a trainer's dream right now.
Picking his shots, Teddy. Selecting when, where, and being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Fisher's in complete control. Teddy, way ahead on the scorecards every which way, isn't he?
Yeah, every which way, and especially the most important way, I think, is that the fight is in his kind of pace. It's a fast-paced fight. It's an outside fight. It's exactly what he wants, not only to be ahead, which we think he is, but to stay ahead.
Nice block by Mr. Untouchable. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Mr. Untouchable. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
Ortiz's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut.
Fisher's now in a position where he may not even realize it, but the eye is getting worse. Still, he fights on.
He behaves like a fighter. And that's the greatest asset you have. It's not your jab, it's not your hook, it's not your power, it's not your footwork. It's your ability to behave like a fighter when you have to. He's doing that right now.
Round comes to an end. Fisher's done such a good, steady, and consistent job in the first half of this fight. So much so to the point where I think he could get himself a knockout win here.
Well, he's on the verge of it right now, but that's the question. Does he want a knockout? I know that sounds funny. Who wouldn't want a knockout? But you got to push yourself a little bit more. Take a little bit more chances if you want to do that. And that we're going to find out in the next couple rounds.
Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Oh, and look at this, Teddy, wasting no time getting to know each other.
No, they came right to the center ring, said hello.
Oh, that's got lot of hurt. Oh, he is stunned. He could go. Oh, and there you go. He never saw that one coming. Now he's got to look up at the ceiling.
And right now he's thinking about his choice of work.
Up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
I don't know what was said to him in the corner, but now he's the busier man.
And he needs to be before any more time goes by.
Ortiz has got a cut near his eye, and that never works out well for a fighter like him. Ortiz has got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
Fisher's doing a good job of targeting on the inside. Good job, Stan. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? So he goes down. Oh boy, what a break he just caught. The bell rings at the end of the round. Saved by the bell.
And if you're in the corner, what do? Well, you just finished painting a house, you know, and you want to paint a little more, but the paint is still wet. You got to wait for it to dry a little bit. You got to wait for your guy to wake up. You got to wait for the cobwebs to go away before you can do more painting.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Fisher's now battling two opponents. The guy standing opposite him trying to punch him, and his eyes swelling.
Yeah, he can't see what's coming at him right now.
Ortiz is learning a real lesson here. How one single moment can change. Oh! He is not in good. Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
He can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
This fight is over. Fisher's gonna be partying tonight. A knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner and still champion of the world, Mr. Untouchable Fisher.
Fisher's done it his way. Still champion of the world, a winner here tonight.
Well, he told us he had a dream where he was still the champ.